Family, the track we're about to interact with right now was brought to my attention via a donation from one of our subscribers. Now, if you want to recommend a song, the link to the PayPal is going to be in the description below because, of course, YouTube yanks 30% of super chats. Guys, I appreciate, as always, your open, curious attention. Back to the video.
Where are we? What the hell is going on? The dust has only just begun to fall. Crop circles in the carpet, sinking feeling.
I mean, she's just talking about being shocked, at least right now. Like, where are we? What the hell is going on? Right? A sinking feeling. Continue to cook, please.
Sinking feeling. Spin me around again and rub my eyes. This can't be happening when busy streets a mess with people would stop to hold their heads heavy.
So that whole entire segment was just about the initial shock. And there's a deep pain coming. It's like, you know, the shock when you are injured. Like, I mean, if you ever sustained a serious physical injury, there's that shock first. And it's like sometimes your body will go into shock if the injury is that severe before the pain really sets in. It's like, spin me around, rub my eyes, make sure that this is real and not a dream, right? Very, very personal lyrics.
Their heads heavy. Hide and seek. Trains and sewing machine. All those years.
Family, tell me what you think she means when she says trains and sewing machines. Because, you know, for me, it's deeply personal. It's like that's an inside thing. It's like when you're deeply in love with a person, there's always inside jokes. There's things that you and the person you love, only you two understand. Like, my wife and I go on tchotchke hunts where we like go into thrift stores and pick up like the craziest little, you know, they make like tchotchkes out of like you know, these clay ornaments that are really creepy, but some people kind of have them in their house type of thing. My wife and I'll search for like the weirdest one of those in thrift stores, and we'll just bring them to each other, like, yo, check this one. That kind of thing is not something you're likely to find organically with anyone else. So when she says trains and sewing machines, to my mind, and, you know, you guys educate me in the comments if this means something deeper, but it's just like we had personal moments involving things which other people are just outsiders. And that just makes it, you know, that much more painful, because anyone who's been in love with anyone knows that there's just these things, just these situations where only you and this other person understand.
They were here first. Oily marks appear on walls where pleasure moments hung before the takeover, the sweeping insensitivity of
Oily marks appear on walls where pleasure moments hung before. So that means we've taken down pictures. This is like the end, and it's an oily mark is like your hands. It's that there's marks where like these pictures were taken down. And these pictures were moments of pleasure. They were moments where we were together, where we were doing our thing with the trains or the sewing machines or whatever that means, right? The poetry is very deep. I would like you to continue cooking, though, please. Please cook.
Sleeping insensitivity of this still life. Hide and seek. Trains and sewing machines catch me around here. They were here first. What you say? That you only meant well, 'cause you did.
You know, you almost forget that Jason Derulo stole that sample. What are we talking about? He didn't steal it. Salute. Yeah, she breaks down. I'm familiar with the groove we're going into. Please cook.
That you only meant well, 'cause you did. What you say? That it's all for the best, 'cause it is. What you say?
You know, people are very, this part goes into a very particular kind of groove. It sets itself apart from the rest of the song. And it's the part of a failed romance where you feel cynical, where you feel like there's a chip on your shoulder, there's a grudge. What you say? Oh, that you only meant well? Of course you did. That sarcasm, right? Whereas before you would take the person's word and it meant a lot, and now you're just suspicious of everything that they say, right?
What you say? That it's all for the best, 'cause it is. What you say? That it's just what we need. You decided this. What you say? What did she say? Ransom notes keep falling out your mouth. Mid-sweet talk news, people are caught up. Speak no, feeling no. I don't believe you. You don't care a bit. You don't care a bit. Ransom notes keep falling out your mouth.
She's saying ransom notes keep falling out your mouth. Ransom notes. Do we reach a point where the relationship is under so much stress that the person that once would sacrifice everything for you, or that you thought would sacrifice everything for you, is now speaking to you in terms of ransom notes? Like, if you don't do this for me, then this is the consequence. And if you don't do this, then I'm going to do this, right? It becomes trading, right? It's a very kind of threatening kind of approach when a relationship is failing. Ransom notes keep falling out of your mouth. You know, the last line of the song is "you don't care a bit." And the saddest part of the reality of a heartbreak is that's rarely true. You're rarely dealing with someone for a long period of time who doesn't care a bit. Like, the person isn't a psychopath or a sociopath typically, and it does happen. But the saddest part is you're dealing with someone who does care deeply. And it's just complicated. And sometimes we say those things in our mind, like, they didn't really care about me. They didn't really listen to me. That demonization of the ex, right, is kind of a way of your brain resisting the reality that you lost something good, right? I think that that's the only reason my wife and I's relationship survived. We broke up a lot. We broke up a lot before we got married. And the reason we kept getting back together after we broke up a lot, because we refused to demonize each other. We refused to say, you know what, she wasn't worth it. And again, we didn't have friends that did that either. So my friends didn't demonize her, and her friends luckily didn't do that to me. And so we were able to reflect and say, you know what, I need this person. I miss them. I want to change. I want to do the necessary work to make this work. You know what I mean? And we've been happily married for 6 years now. That's a little background. Salute.